Well, we have breaking news. Operatives of the Department of State Services have taken former governor of Kaduna State, Rufai, into custody after he had spent 2 nights at the headquarters of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Sources say Rufai was picked up from the EFCC headquarters at night by the State Security Service.
Right, everyone, welcome to our platform. It's no longer news that Rufai was arrested. Yes, of course, we all know about that now, that Rufai was arrested by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. In fact, he was summoned. That's just a fact, he was summoned by the EFCC. But of course, before then, they were from my grammar, which is no longer news out there. And when from officials of DSS were dispatched to arrest him on coming back into the country. But of course, ever since then, Rufai has been in the news, and he was invited, as we all know, by Arise TV, and the Arise TV anchor, in one of the interactions, he was asked questions on how he got to know whether DSS was after him. Because he actually told the man that the anchor that DSS was after him, that he made that assertion that DSS will arrest him as soon as he gets into the country. And he told the man the truth, that he was opportune to tap into the phone conversation of the National Security Advisor, and then it was done by some group of people probably that are his associates, and then he made that revelation, and that indeed got him into trouble with the federal government. But of course, immediately he was summoned by EFCC, but then before he was summoned by EFCC, he had already made that statement. So because EFCC was the first to summon him, he has to attend to EFCC and settle EFCC matter, and then as soon as he settled the EFCC matter, this was in the news. Yes, of course, DSS is actually waiting for him, and immediately they pick him up to answer the charges, which is leveled against him, but of course the charges he made, rather not even leveled against him. The charges he made, he came up that he tapped into the conversation of the NSA, which is a very grievous offense. That the NSA, by all standards, is the chief security advisor to the president, and in most cases, nothing gets to the table of the president without the vetting of the National Security Advisor. Now, in fact, in Nigeria, the National Security Advisor is more powerful than the Defense Minister, because although they work hand in hand, of course, there's almost everything that has to do with warfare and many more go through the vetting and approval from the National Security Advisor. Even if you are a minister, you need to get it right with the National Security Advisor.
Well, we have breaking news. Operatives of the Department of State Services have taken former governor of Kaduna State, Rufai, into custody after he had spent 2 nights at the headquarters of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Sources say Rufai was picked up from the EFCC headquarters at night by the State Security Service. Sources also disclosed that the former governor declined to make any written statements when questioned by investigators of the EFCC. Malam Rufai may likely be arraigned tomorrow, as the DSS has already filed a 3-count charge of.
Before your request can go through, and that's the situation of things. Currently, Rufai is in DSS custody, and then there will be charges leveled against that 3-count charge that he hopefully confessed that he blocked rather the conversation of the National Security Advisor, and then also said that of course it was also leveled against him that he knows that he knew about the guys who are tapping into the conversation of National Security Advisor and probably other chief security officers in the country, and yet refuse to reveal the identity to the government, or rather the security area. And that also constitutes another security offense, and just about 3 of them, and the other offense committed. But of course, we watch out how things pans out. Let's not forget that it's a delicate time this is actually happening, because Rufai is one of the key opposition figure in the country. Definitely, he will. You know how politics is being played in Nigeria already. Chibika Amechi, which is also an opposition leader, part of the those in the AGC camp, he's saying that Rufai don't have the capacity to tap into the conversation of National Security Advisor. But of course, he confessed that there are some guys that are doing that on his behalf. So we continue to watch out and stay smart. I've seen another video.